times. In today's segment, I will be discussing briefly the subject of gambling. Gambling is a popular pastime which has been around for centuries. In the worst of financial times and financial meltdowns, gambling has withstood the test of time and has been recession-proof. Casinos, horse tracks, betting parlors, and lotto ticket booths are popping up everywhere. Ads on TV and billboards glamorize it. Some people swear by it, and some even made a lot of money from it. Looking at these statistics, you may be asking, hey, so what's wrong with gambling? Before I answer that question, let me tell you that there are three basic types of gamblers. Gambler number one, these are the ones who gamble because they say that they desperately need the money. Gambler number two, the ones who gamble because they want to multiply whatever money they have now and have more to live comfortably. And gambler number three, these are the ones who gamble just for the fun of it. Now, to answer the question as to what's wrong with gambling, well, it turns out that the people who gamble the most are those who cannot afford to take a risk of losing their money or what little they have. These are usually moderate to low-income people or people on a fixed budget, like senior citizens. The ones who have plenty of money feel miserable losing it, but since they have plenty more, they can keep on playing this game longer than those who have limited resources. Now, something strange happens to all three types of gamblers, which change them completely, and this strange thing is called addiction. Remember the word addiction. Addicted gamblers do not care about the downfall in the economy or their limited financial resources. They will gamble their money no matter what, and once their money runs out, they will go after their loved ones' money. When that runs out, they will go after their children's money, their credit cards, and even the entire life savings. If you think that I'm just exaggerating and this could not happen to you, think again. Some of the biggest addicted gamblers started out with a so-called innocent lottery ticket. That's all it took for some to be in misery and financial ruins. Now, God commands us to make an honest living by working, so we should not try to beat the system that God implemented, just by going around it and making a fast buck. If you look in the Bible, the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 19, says the following: "In the sweat of your face you shall eat bread till you return to the ground, for out of it you were taken. For dust you are, and to the dust you shall return." This means that you shall honestly work during your lifetime. It doesn't mean that you shall go around and beat the system or go around it. God also commands us to avoid games of chances for the same reason that I just mentioned. Games of luck or games of chances are nothing more than gambling in disguise. Some people started gambling just for the fun of it, but that's how smokers, alcoholics, and drug users started, the same way, just for the fun of it. It was simply an innocent game of lotto, but then it got out of control and wound up controlling your life. Most gamblers, like alcoholics, won't admit that they have a problem until it's too late and they wind up in the poorhouse or even in jail. If you think that you have a problem with your low income, try being super rich. These super rich people are not happy, as they may lead you to believe. They usually go through a lot of sleepless nights just thinking about their money. Their attitudes may change as well as their moods. Distrust sinks in and some wind up losing their friends because of it. Depression takes over, money becomes their god, and nothing else matters, not even the spouse or children. Their divorces are usually plagued by battles on who will receive the majority of the money. Their time is spent figuring out how to triple their millions of dollars. The sad part is when they reach the age of 80 or even 90 and are still piling more money in the bank. That's ridiculous. This is no longer a normal venture, but a disease. My question is, for what? If you're 90 years old and have millions of dollars saved, why would you want to multiply that money? Is it to give to the poor, relatives, people, or grandchildren? Or is it out of pure greed? Besides, how much of that money can you spend at 90? Once you die and depart from this life, you will not be able to take that money with you. It is much better to have happiness with your spouse and family than to depend on the money for your happiness. Money will not bring you happiness. Think about this before you purchase a lotto ticket and get into something that you may not be able to get out of. We all need money. I know that. We all realize that. We need money to pay our bills, survive, but too much of it is an unnecessary evil that we can really do without. Respect is not earned by the amount of money earned while gambling. Humanity knows that. Humanity appreciates what they have earned and worked hard for instead of what comes easy to them. Casinos and betting parlors are not and never will be in the business of losing money. So next time you see a commercial about gambling and they say, "Hit me," hey, think of where they're hitting you. They're hitting you in your pockets. That's where it hurts. If you would like further information on gambling, I urge you to please visit my website at www.endtimes.us.com. And please, while you're there, pick up a copy of my book titled Welcome to the End Times. It is packed with information on gambling and other subjects of end time events which are of interest. May God bless you. Until next time, Lord willing, thank you very much.